Just a caveat, I'm not trying to sound sexy, just I'm recovering from vocal cord cancer. Yeah. If I put the pieces all together and join the dots all together, I think it started many years when I was young. I prayed that I wanted to have more faith, praying to be closer to God, praying to believe in God. And somehow God has a funny way of answering my prayers because through this affliction, through this vocal cord cancer, He has basically brought me a lot closer to Him. It's really very important that this one thing that I would like to share with everyone. Just be ready that whatever you pray to God, if you believe in it, you have to be ready to accept what God gives you. Because first I pray for faith. He has tried many ways of getting me back to faith. After all this, I really have to thank God for this affliction. If it's not for this affliction, I wouldn't have known Him as well as I could have. I wasted 52 years of being a lukewarm Christian, not knowing Him. When it started off, I lost my voice. First, I found it a bit difficult to speak, so I went to see a doctor. Then the doctor put a tube down and a scope down, and he realized that it was cancer. So on the vocal cords, only one part. So it was early stage. I went through radiotherapy. It was 6 weeks of radiotherapy every week, every day. And I think during that time, I got a bit closer to God. But it was more praying to God to protect me, more than trying to have a relationship with God. But somehow, during these 6 weeks, even a doctor was telling me that he's never seen somebody go through a radiotherapy without pain, and still can taste food, still can eat, and no weight loss at all. I actually gained weight. Actually, I was quite taken aback. I was quite shocked. And as much as I prayed to God, after the radiotherapy, I went back to being lukewarm again. God had to make it come back again. So there were a few choices. One, remove my larynx totally. There's a total laryngectomy. The other one, there were a lot of other options. But when I went, they told me that it was still early stage, still lucky, did not spread. Take out everything. So it was a specialist, and my wife and I was like, remove everything, miss. Can't taste, can't talk, can't do anything. There must be a stoma here. So I was thinking, what should we do? And we continued praying. We were supposed to see a professor in NUS. And this professor was very difficult to book. You need to wait for like 2 months to book this professor. We called on Friday. We're supposed to make a decision on Monday, Tuesday, following week. The secretary, the professor, told us, you need to write in, explain what is your situation before we can decide whether you want to take you on or pass you to a junior doctor. So I was saying, oh no, what's going to happen? Monday we need to give the answer already, whether it's total or some other course of action. On Saturday, there was a call from the secretary and they told us, Professor can see you on Monday. How come suddenly, when a wait list of 2 months, we didn't even write in anything. In the end, we were able to see. No help at all. After radiotherapy, somehow God appeared. Not physically, but when I did a radiotherapy on my throat, after that, there usually be a burnt mark because of the radiotherapy. But the burnt mark came out to be a shape of a cross. When I looked at the mirror, I saw the cross. But because it's the burnt mark, it's like a sunburn, it will go away. I prayed to God, can you give me this scar permanently so that I can remember every time I look at the mirror? But it will go away. Again, God has a very funny way of answering my prayers. I went for a laser. After a laser, I was recovering. One morning, I got up. Because when you are recovering a laser, there's always wounds. When I got up one morning, I started coughing. When I coughed, the sink was just splattered with blood. A lot. So I woke my wife up. I say, hey, Sweetin, don't worry, but I think there's blood. We need to go and see a doctor. The doctor said immediately on the day they need to put a tracheostomy tube inside because just in case the blood flows into my lungs. So God answered my prayer to give me a permanent scar here by having a cut and a tube going in. Once I speak, I need to press the tube. But somehow, God made it in such a way that I didn't go through that much pain again. It's not my physical ability. I really don't think that any human being may be able to go through that as easy as I did, right? It was the tube, but the time just flew past so fast. Even though it's a month of me wearing that tube, I was still able to run, coughing, but still able to eat, still able to taste. It's quite surprising, but during that time in the hospital bed, I was thinking, what's happening? Because usually when I cough out blood, there is a high chance that the cancer comes back again. So the doctor had to do a lot of scans, do another biopsy, do x-rays on the lungs, everything on that. When I lie down and look up, you can see the sky. And it was quite a cloudy day. And I was looking out and said, God, give me a sign. And somehow the sign appeared. On the clouds was G-O-O-D, good. So I was like, should I take a picture? But I was so awestruck. I just couldn't get my camera to take a picture. I just kept it. I was like, is this a sign? Is this a sign? I didn't want to. I was afraid that I was disappointed that it's not a sign, so I didn't want to tell anybody. When my wife came visit me, I didn't want to tell her. That day was the day they gave me the results. So I was like, what is this? The whole time she was talking to me, I was thinking, what's that sign? What's that sign? My daughter came in. Look at me. Why are you still here? You should check out already. Waiting for the results, the biopsy, everything. All good. The word good came out. The thing struck me. I immediately told her, sweetie, I want to believe that God has healed me. But I know one thing for sure, that God has healed me in my relationship with Him. That's for sure. We are just sojourners in this journey, in this life, right? If this is something that I have to go through so that my relationship with God is much better, so be it. I'm happy and I'm glad